Support WrestleTalk!
Visit WrestleTalk.com.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am Luke Owen. SmackDown debuted as a pilot episode back in April 1999 before becoming a weekly TV show later in the year. And on October 16th, 2018, the show celebrates its 1000th episode. The Capital One Arena have posted a triple main event of AJ Styles vs Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship, Jeff Hardy vs Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan vs The Miz, as well as appearances from the United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, Tag Team Champions The Bludgeon Brothers, and Women's Champion Carmella. But before you decree that this has spoiled all the outcomes for SummerSlam, it's worth noting that, as always, this card is subject to change. What is confirmed for SmackDown 1000, however, is the return to TV screens of The Undertaker. Taker was last seen at the Greatest Royal Rumble, but hasn't been on either Raw or SmackDown since his very odd promo on Raw 25. The Capital One Arena site doesn't say if Taker will be wrestling on the show, but he is scheduled to face Triple H at the Melbourne Super Show on October 6th, which will be his first WWE match since Madison Square Garden last month, and his first televised outing since his squash match against John Cena at WrestleMania. You may have spotted that advertised for SmackDown 1000 is Daniel Bryan, which would indicate that he will be re-signing with WWE when his contract expires on September 1st. But once again, this card is subject to change! And there is every chance that Bryan will let his contract expire and wrestle elsewhere. Like a certain Madison Square Garden show that sold out recently. However, during an appearance on Sam Roberts' podcast, Bryan told him that he will likely stick with WWE. I think at this point it's 90+%. I will say it's likely I will sign with WWE. The reality is that's the probability. I have not re-signed yet, but it could happen as soon as the end of this week, or it could be in a couple more weeks. It's very likely. In the latest issue of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Peyton Royce fan Dave Meltzer noted that the delay in signing could be down to Bryan's desire to spend less time on the road away from his wife and daughter. From what we understand, the key thing was the schedule, because he didn't like being away from his daughter for long periods of time and every weekend, and they did take him off a number of weekend house show tours of late. The sides have evidently reached an agreement on most of the key issues, as I figured they would, since WWE badly did not want him leaving. And this seems to be the case, as Bryan told Sam Roberts, "I don't want to do a full schedule, and I think WWE has been very gracious in working with me to not do a complete schedule." If he does resign and stick with WWE, he'll be around for November Survivor Series, the one night of the year when Raw and SmackDown stars go head to head in direct competition, apart from all those other times. One of the long-rumoured matches for Survivor Series, and since Ronda Rousey signed with WWE, was the possibility of WWE's four horsewomen of Bayley, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch facing off against the MMA horsewomen of Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir. WWE even shot angles for this match last year during the Mae Young Classic, but the plans were eventually scrapped. Recently, WWE have stepped up their game by teasing a showdown between the two groups on their social media channels. And Dave Meltzer notes in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, all the social media teasers regarding the four horsewomen are that they are planning a four horsewomen versus horsewomen match for Survivor Series. Whether they pull the trigger on it, who knows? Since even though both are getting heavily praised, Marina Shafir has only had 2 matches so far, and Jessamyn Duke hasn't had anything but practice matches. Although they appeared at the Mae Young Classic, Duke and Shafir only recently signed their WWE contracts, but according to Dave Meltzer, they have already impressed and could surpass both Rousey and Baszler's in-ring work. The feeling is Rousey is great on the big stage when the match is completely laid out, and Shayna Baszler is clearly ready. Shafir had a successful debut built around her using judo, which she does well, and Duke is getting real rave reviews for her potential. A few different people told me that in the end, she's going to end up as the best of the four. I'd like to thank everyone who has become one of our awesome pledge hammers over on Patreon this week, which is helping us get to our goal of doing weekly NXT Wrestle Ramble episodes, which will be released on this YouTube channel and our podcast. At the time of this recording, we are only 60 pledge hammers off our goal. You guys rule, and we love every single one of you. Myself, Ollie, and El Fakador have gone through our SummerSlam predictions, which you can watch by clicking the video on screen right now. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.